I have. You're listening to the Peace and Social Justice program, and yeah, I'm in the studio with Guillermo Mash, and I have on the line with me Michael DiMartino. Are you there, Michael? Hello. I hear him. Yeah, I know he's there. He's there. Michael.
I'm here.
Hey, welcome to the program. Thank you for supporting the program. I'm looking at the poster here for. There's a couple of events that you are associated with, and you're making some tickets available. The International Resilience Film Festival is coming up April the 29th and to the April 19th to the 21st. I'm hoping you can tell us a little bit about the background and your involvement in that.
Oh, definitely. And again, I just wanted to say compliment KZFR for all that you do for the community, and just a big shout out to Rick and all the guys there who keep it real and give voice to all the things that you don't hear on corporate media. So again, thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you.
And so basically, over the last 4 years, I've been doing a radio show and a TV show online. It's called The Golden Road, and it's been focused on kind of bridging the past with today for a better tomorrow. That's kind of our theme. And I've been traveling all over the region, from Sacramento all the way up to Mount Shasta, from Lake Tahoe all the way out through Plumas down to Davis, doing the show, and really showcasing what all the individuals and organizations in the area are doing, because it's really an incredible area and a stronghold of forward thinking and environmental awareness and people who are working for peace and justice. Well, about 2 years ago, I switched the focus to be a little more vetted around community resilience, which for those who might not know what community resilience is, it's the ability for a community to identify all the various stakeholders and resources in that region and the ability to bring them together to find innovative solutions for problems in the community. And it's been great to kind of parlay off the homelessness issue, because obviously that's a huge issue, not just in Chico, but it's all around the country. Wherever you go, homelessness is an issue. So this idea of community resilience is about working together to find innovative solutions. So over the last 2 years, traveling to Mount Shasta, doing stuff in Redding, being in Chico, and doing several of these public forums at the Chico Women's Club in collaboration with KZFR and also Lotus Guide Magazine, Nevada City, Sacramento, Truckee. What we have found is that we all share very similar issues relating to things like food, water security, emergency preparedness, sustainable development, and things around indigenous culture, and also the role of how the arts can play into that as an economic driver for support. So doing this over the last 4 years and more focused over the last 2 years, what we found is that people are starting to wake up and realizing that through the power of community and unifying our efforts, we can actually create solutions, whether through community activism, whether through political legislation, or sometimes, if it takes that, even looking at the reality of legal litigation, as we have found recently with the 2 successful lawsuits against Monsanto regarding Roundup and its horrendous and nefarious impact on our communities. So we're doing this Resilient Film Festival and a few other events. And the film festival is going to be in Nevada City, April 19th, 20th, and 21st. People can get more information by just going to www.resilientfilmfestival.com. And even more prevalent to the community there in Chico, I've been doing these forums, and we've had people on the show like Allie Metters Knight and others talking about indigenous perspectives of forest management, etc. Unfortunately, we all know, based on the recent catastrophe in Paradise, and again, my sentiments to anyone who's been affected by that event, that right now we're putting all of our focus in Butte County on what we're calling Redesign Paradise. And we'll be having that as a public forum on Sunday, April 14th at the Chico Women's Club from 3 to 6 p.m. And what we're doing is, just as concerned neighbors and people in the community there, having a round table, because the only way to create more resilience and to create solutions has to be with a partnership of individuals in the community. So we're going to have people actually from Paradise and Chico coming to this event, to bring in organizations that are at the cutting edge of doing the work, and also partnering with local and regional government with this, to, again, come up with innovative solutions that reflect the collective interest and consciousness of the region and effective and involved.
Well, Michael DiMartino, that's quite an effort you have going on there. But kudos to you for spearheading that. I just want to reiterate what you said, April 14th, right here in Chico, from Sunday, April the 14th, from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Chico Women's Club. That is the Rebuilding Paradise event.
It's actually, I'm sorry, we're saying redesign because part of the reason things were so catastrophic is because a lot of what we do here in our country is based on these old designs. It's based on the old way of thinking that doesn't look at all the pieces, how they're connected, the relationship of water, the relationship of how we manage forests, the relationship of how we create and cultivate our own food. So it's really, we're trying to look towards the future of Paradise, and we're calling it Redesign. And I do want to give a shout out. I mean, I'm just one of the people helping to spearhead this. I'm also working with the Paradise Guild with David Zink. Of course, they lost their building, and of course, the Norton Buffalo Hall, so they will be involved in the event. I'm also working with the Lotus Guide magazine, who are now opening one of the only standing buildings in Paradise to have a place to deal with the human resilience, the trauma, the fallout of what happened, and how people can start to deal with the trauma of how that's happened. So there's a lot of people involved. I'm just one player. I'm a neighbor. But nonetheless, helping to rally the community together. Pam Larry from the Good Food Brigade. There's a lot of people who are going to be showing up there. Soil and water remediation specialists. I just talked with Matthew Trum. They're actually going to be setting up a remediation camp, a permaculture camp, starting in about a month from now to actually do on-site remediation work. So it's a huge collective effort, and I'm bringing the piece to it as far as helping to organize and to help reach more media and let people know. And again, kudos to you with the homeless show, that everybody in this day and age has a voice. Their voices need to be heard. And by creating these community roundtables for anyone who has some skin in the game or a stakeholder, that they can come and let their voice be heard and have some real input on how things are designed.
So that is the Redesigning Paradise event, April 14th, 2019, Sunday. That's a 3 to 6 p.m. at the Chico Women's Club. So that's an amazing event. And then you also mentioned that you have the International Resilience Film Festival, April 19th to the 21st in Nevada City. And you have been kind enough to gift the station 3 pairs of tickets to that as a thank you gift. Is that correct? Those are $50 value?
Yes, sir, because I realize the importance of community media. So we're gifting you tickets to help support the station. And also, just to let you know, at the film festival, again, it's April 19th, 20th, and 21st in Nevada City. It's 10 venues. We have 25 keynote speakers talking about all the areas of community resilience, from food and water, safety and security, to holistic health and education, renewable energy, the role of arts and indigenous cultures in our redesigning as we move towards these new paradigms of thinking, in the role of independent media, and looking at sustainability and regeneration. And the biggest topic that everybody can get behind is water, safety, and security. So we have 25 keynote speakers. We have 16 performers. We have 18 world-class films that will be at the Nevada Theater. We have dozens of businesses who are going to be giving festival goers discounts, lots of after events, everything from world music to electronic dance music for those who are huge fans of Burning Man culture and enjoy electronic and ecstatic dance. We're going to have something for them. So we're trying to make this an event for many generations of people and try to give educational information for people. Because the thing is, we need to have solutions that we can apply in the comfort of our own home, in our kitchen, doing permaculture in our backyard, things like how do we get clean water. And this is a whole part of these monthly forums we do through the Alliance for Resilient Communities. And I do want to give a huge shout out because this is a synergistic movement of not just people in our region, but throughout the whole West Coast. One of the co-producer of the film festival, the Resilience Film Festival, again, April 19th through 21st in Nevada City, is Michelle Barrison, who actually produces the Eugene Environmental Film Festival, who used to live here. So she's come on board and helping to administrate. We had probably over 50 film submissions from around the world. And also I want to give a shout out to Lou Casabianca, who is my partner in the Alliance for Resilient Communities. And I just want to say this is an umbrella to help unify our efforts and bring people together. This isn't about one person. It's not about one organization or creating a pyramid or a hierarchy. This is absolutely, this whole resilience movement is about all hands on deck. Everybody has a voice. Everybody plays a part. Do what you do, but let's do it together in collaboration. And all of that, what we're doing, we just put online as a directory called the Source Directory. You can check it out, thesourcedirectory.org, and it's already 1,000 people and organizations in there in our Sacramento River watershed that are doing good around building community and making sure we all have a healthier level of lifestyle and that we can have a happier world for our children. And I do want to say, everything we're doing is focused on the Sacramento River watershed. Again, from Mount Shasta to Sacramento, Plymouth and Butte County, all the way down to Central Valley towards Davis. So this is a huge movement of concerned people who are looking out for our interests in our own yard and taking care of the issues that affect us here at home.
Yeah, that's wonderful to hear. I mean, I'm glad to be a part of this interview. I do want to do a shout out for Rebuilding Paradise. You had mentioned Matthew Trum, who's a permaculturist, among many things, and they actually have an interview that was just aired on North State Public Radio, produced by Matt Fiddler. And I had a chance to meet Matt, and I really want to do a plug on how the community comes together. But he's been using some of the facilities here to do some of the production for his radio programming, and can't say enough about that. But get on out there and take a look at the Rebuilding Paradise site and learn a little bit more about some of the topics you've just discussed.
Yeah, and it's amazing because even here in Nevada County, right, we have people that work with Sierra Streams, other organizations that want to help Paradise right now, because the biggest challenge besides the human resilience piece, which is really the trauma and the fallout that people's lives have been incinerated, and I can't even begin to comprehend having to deal with that. So we've been working with Kathleen Riley and the HeartMath Institute, and they're going to be working with Lotus Guide, actually doing free programs for people who lost their homes or have been affected by the trauma of the Paradise Fire. She's going to be doing some presentations, but there's also people from Sierra Streams and other organizations in our neighborhood that want to come up and help with the remediation efforts.
Right.
And if people don't know what that is, it's basically, God, how are we going to clean the soil? How are we going to clean the water to make that area even to be able to be inhabitable and healthy? And I just recently attended the toxics cleanup meeting at the church, and to see basically 400 people who are putting their lives on the line come out there and to clean up the toxins, the environmental toxins that are up there, everything from asbestos to mercury to burned plastics to, finding munitions. These are the people who are at the front line to help do this incredible project over the next year to help clean up the landscape and the environment to make it habitable again. So again, this is a huge, it's the village model. It takes a village. And as catastrophic and as sad as the fire has been, and a lot of it was worsened because of a poor design, whether it was transportation or forest management or whatever it is, that people are coming together right now to bring their innovative solutions. So it's kind of like this phoenix rising from the ashes of community-based collaboration to help make a difference, bring our lives together, and come back again to the village model where it takes the village to do this. We can't just count on local officials or government to fix everything anymore. That we all have to become an active part in redesigning Paradise, redesigning our county, redesigning our Sacramento River watershed to make it a healthier place to live and to increase the level of vitality and to truly live the lives that we're intended to be living.
Well, Michael DiMartino, you're doing some noble and heroic work, and I thank you on behalf of everyone here at KZFR. Again, the International Resilience Film Festival, April 19th, 20th, and 21st in Nevada City. Michael has been kind enough to offer 3 pairs of tickets as thank you gifts for a $50 pledge, and also check out the Redesigning Paradise event, April 14th from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Chico Women's Club. Michael, you're doing tremendous work, and what I'd like to do is sometime I'll be in touch with you. I'd love to have you, next time you're in Chico, on a Friday, if you come to the studio, we can have a whole program dedicated to the work you're doing. So I'd like to make that offer to you here on the air, and maybe you and I can connect and get you on the air here.
Thank you so much. And again, thank you for the work that you guys are doing. I know, volunteerism is how these things happen. Community media is how we get the word out. And again, thank you. We're all in this together.
That's true.
And again, as catastrophic as Paradise has been, and I can't emphasize that enough, it's an opportunity for us all to explore a new level of collaborating and coming together as communities to find solutions. So again, people can just go to www.resilience.film.festival, and that's RESILIENCE filmfestival.com. And again, big shout out to Michelle Barrison, who's helping to organize this from the Eugene Environmental Film Festival, and also, of course, the Redesign Paradise event on April 14th. Big shout out for David Zink and the Paradise Guild in Norton Buffalo Hall, and Rahasi and Dara from Lotus Guide Magazine, big players, and all the people that are coming there to show up to be part of this. And then that event will be from 3 to 5, 5 to 6, going to be breaking some bread, right? Having a potluck, and we're just asking people to please bring organic and GMO-free food for the potluck, because we're committed to health. So thank you for the bandwidth and the time today to be able to speak with you and your listeners.
Thank you, Michael DiMartino, ResilienceFilmFestival.com, and Michael will be in touch. Keep up the good work. You're doing great work. Thank you.
Thank you to you, and big shout out to Rick there. Thanks.
So what do you think of that? How is it? That guy's doing a lot of work, huh?
Yeah, that was a nice segment to kind of piece in for this spring pledge drive.
What's the number? Speaking of that, we haven't given the number. 8950131.
8950131.
I need to do a little underwriting here, so give me a minute, and then we'll be back on the other side. All right?